Okay, sorry, I had to redo this. You know, um, 4 minutes of silence really wasn't that good of a stream. But anyway, so as I said before, there's not going to be an intro. There's not going to be nothing like that. No gifs or whatever. Um, like I said, it's a serious topic, but don't know if this is going to be uh short or long or whatever. Um, not really sure. Um, but we'll see. So this is probably, well, actually, yeah, I would say a part two of the whole Kanye West situation. Um, with the with what he said about a couple of days ago about the Jewish people and dealing with this is going to be dealing with hate speech, and the fact that people want to use freedom of speech and say, well, I can do whatever I want because freedom of speech. It's like it's not a tool for rising up against the powers. Not It's not a tool for you know um, being a rebel or whatever anymore. Um, it's honestly an excuse to s- say, well, you can say whatever the fuck you want, because freedom of speech. You know, I can do or say whatever. Because freedom of speech. Um, and yes, people have been using this as an excuse to get away with anything they say, or do, for probably the longest time. Um, I'll give an example. Trolls use it to say, well, I can harass anyone that I damn well choose because it's freedom of speech. Um, you know, anyone that is higher up can say whatever because freedom of speech. But there are there are regulations, let's say, cases where the freedom of speech shit isn't really you know can't be used. That's time and place, and um like, it depends on the time and place. But we've gotten to the point where anyone can say, like I said, anyone can harass anyone or say anything, whether it be a celebrity, whether it be someone on the internet, whether it be whoever, family member or whatever, you know, um, harassing another family member because freedom of speech, you know, it's gotten to that point where it's just, like I said, the whole the whole First Amendment, it's being used wrongly by those that know they can go ahead and say whatever they want, and just because they can get away with it. Like I said, because they can say, again, because they can say freedom of speech, and come, nothing will come out of negative. Nothing negative can come out of it. You know, um, it's used as an excuse to for people to, you know, not take responsibility for their actions. They can say, "Well, freedom of speech," and then become invincible. Say they're invincible. You know, um, they can do whatever and say it's freedom of speech. You know, people can people can go into Congress and completely demolish everything. You know, um, nobody said freedom of speech then. I don't think, but you know, I'm sure if they would, then it would have been lighter sentence. I don't know, but I mean, from my understanding, and it's not that much, but from my understanding, it's just used as a way for people to get away with anything they say. Um, you can go you can go to, like, I don't know, like like a bar mitzvah and like dress as Hitler and say, "What's freedom of speech?" Like I said, it's the Kanye thing mostly. Um, he's saying, "Well, it's freedom of speech, and a bunch of other insane things like black people are Jews, so therefore I can't be held accountable for what I said because I'm not anti-Semitic because I'm a Jew also." It's the ravings of a complete lunatic. Like I said in my other video, it's he's not well, and people are, you know, I'm sure people are praising him for what he said. Oh, how brave, you know, how courageous, and what he says is not freedom of speech. It's actually hate speech. There's a there's a difference there. There's a line there. You know, saying saying you want to kill a bunch of Jews just because you think they somehow control the network or whatever. That's you're not gonna you can't use freedom of speech for that. It's complete and utter ridiculousness. But that's what he's doing. Um, but of course, sometimes as things progress, the whole I'm using freedom of speech doesn't pan out because you see now Kanye is honestly losing sponsors left and right. Adidas and a bunch of other, sponsors. You know, that whole freedom of speech thing isn't helping him. You know, it's really not. Sometimes in the end, when people say, "Well, freedom of speech," I can do whatever because of I'm protected by the First Amendment. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes you still have to be accountable for your actions, and negative consequences does come from negative actions. Now, someone said earlier, someone said yesterday that he should apologize. And I said, yes, he should, but I think the damage is done. You know, you know, like I said yesterday, he went from saying slavery is a choice was a choice to saying he wants to kill a bunch of Jews because he thinks he thinks they're controlling the media or whatever, with no evidence, of course, because the guy, like I said, the guy's fucking mental. You know, the guy's mental. The guy's insane. But then he uses freedom of speech, and then it's just like, you know, people, people go by that and say, people use that and say, yeah, it is freedom of speech, yes, but you know, but it's not good to say, and people, like I said, people have now figured out that you can use freedom of speech and get away with anything, you can use, like Joker said, what was it? People commit, what was it? Word murder or word manslaughter or something, and they can get away with it, because freedom of speech. Because why the fuck not, It's my First Amendment. I have the right to say whatever. I have the right to do whatever I want because it's my First Amendment. And, people are manipulative. People want to use that shit and be like, hey, well, there you go. I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's not the case. There's still actions that need to be taking place, negative actions. You're going to have negative repercussions for your actions. Like I said, just like, Kanye losing all of those sponsors now. I don't know. He'll, in all honesty, I don't think it's going to get any better. I think he's going to keep saying stupid shit. Like I said in my earlier video, he needs mental help. He needs to get off the internet. He needs to get off social media itself. Ban him from it. Take it away from him. Sometime, and I'm going to keep saying, like I said earlier, like I said yesterday, excuse me, sometimes you have to be a tough parent and you have to, take the toys away, take the internet away, take the social media away, because this is not helping him mentally. It's not. And saying I can do whatever the heck I want because of the First Amendment, that's not healthy at all either, as everyone else says that. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. It's a shorter video than my other one, but oh well. I was gonna rant longer, but I'm too tired to rant right now. I'm too tired to rant. now, you know, but with that football game and everything, you know, I'm gonna finish the first episode of Chucky, but yeah. Anyway, appreciate the 2 reviews that came in, and as always, I appreciate everyone that's subbed and liked and viewed my videos. And I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll keep making it to 500 because I'll get there when I don't use freedom of speech as a tool to get past the laws, get past whatever, so you can do whatever you want. You know, the the First Amendment, the Constitution wasn't made for that. It wasn't made for that. It was made to distance ourselves from the British. You know, that's what all that shit was for. You know, the Bill of Rights, the amendments, the Constitution, all of that. You know, so that we don't have to deal. So we didn't have to deal with things that were happening in colonial England. You know, and it's sad that people I see now. It's sad that when I what I see now is it's sad that people want to use that and just for whatever, and just so they can get away with whatever. And it's sad. It really is sad because, like I said, the amendments aren't used for that. They were never used for that. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a good Tuesday, and it's October 25th. So we got 6 more days left till Halloween, till spooky. Sorry, I was distracted. Till Spooktober ends, you know. Then November comes. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. And like I said, like the video. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the views, whatever. If you like what I'm doing, like it. If you dislike it, it doesn't matter. The dislikes don't matter anyway. So, but I do appreciate the views. And thank you, one viewer, for sticking with me. And I will see you guys later, Wednesday. So, yeah, like I said, hope everyone has a good Tuesday night, and I will see you guys later. Like always, I'll be here.